Yo, what it do, family? It's your Uncle T. So, a lot of y'all been asking about this cacao I've been drinking, right? So, I got this recently, just picked this up from Tonic Treasures. Go ahead and check out Tonic Treasures. They got a whole line of tonic herbs, but specifically, this cacao is next level. So, let me go ahead and tell y'all a little bit about cacao, and let me read some of these ingredients, or let me read the ingredient list right quick. So we've got ingredients: ceremonial cacao paste, heirloom cacao powder, reishi mushroom fruiting body, and y'all know reishi is my favorite herb of all time, hands down. Tremella mushroom, coconut milk, hawthorn berry, yacon root. This one I'm not even sure, to be honest. Tocotrienols, maple sugar, sea salt, and lohangao. So let's talk about reishi. No, let's talk about cacao, the star of the show, right? So cacao is an amazing ceremonial brew. They used to use it like the ancient Aztecs, Mayans. A lot of different cultures will use the ancient cacao. Now, cacao is really representative of the heart. It opens up the heart. So scientifically, it opens up the vascular system. It opens up the capillaries. It dilates the system and allows for that blood flow, and specifically opens up the heart. So as a ceremonial brew, we're seeing it as a heart opener. Now, traditionally, they would mix it with different herbs, right? And it helps drive those herbs into the system. So we're mixing it with the reishi mushroom, when we're mixing it with the tremella mushroom, when we're mixing it with, what else did it say? With the hawthorn berry, again, another heart herb. So when we're mixing it with these herbs, it really helps drive them into the system and basically allows things to become greater than the sum of the parts. So I didn't count, but let's say this got 7 ingredients, right? So when you're working with tonic herbs and a proper formulation, those 7 ingredients become like 10 ingredients. So this particular cacao, ceremonial cacao, is greater than the actual sum of its parts. So all the ingredients mixed together by themselves, they're great ingredients, yes, but when we mix them in a specific formulation, that's what takes things to the next level. So my brother here has mixed this ceremonial cacao with the reishi mushroom. Reishi is my favorite mushroom of all time. It's known for getting rid of malevolent cycles and bringing about benevolent cycles. So again, when we're opening the heart, when we're coming from the sacred heart space, then we're allowing the good things to come in and allowing our heart to let go of the bad. So a lot of times when a person has a closed up heart, it's like the pericardium. It's the outer layer of the heart that becomes sealed and becomes callous, which in turn has people becoming cold and becoming very distant and not heart-centered. So when we're heart-centered, we've got an open heart flow. Not only the vascular system, but the pericardium doesn't have this stone sheath over it, this calcification, this hardening, hardening of the arteries, calcification, a stone sheath, and we're even talking more on an energetic level, right? So we're opening the heart with the sacred cacao, mixing it with these other herbs. You can even add in some of your other herbs or tinctures to this particular cacao formulation, and it's gonna invoke a lot of healing to your mind, body, and spirit. And that's what we're here about, rocking with your Uncle T. For those of you who rock with your Uncle T, y'all already know we're about supreme health and spiritual power. Now, how do you activate supreme health and spiritual power? Well, that's the combination of the mind, body, spirit. So in the Chinese tonic herbal system, or TCM system, in the ancient Taoist TCM system, we're talking about the 3 treasures: Jing, Qi, and Shen. Now, Jing relates to this primordial essence, the foundation of the energetic body and the physical body. The Qi is what animates the body, and the Shen is what illuminates the body. So give me one little second. I'm gonna go grab a candle, and we're gonna talk about the 3 treasures in terms of the candle. Give me one quick second, y'all. All right, so we've got this candle right here, right? Now, when we're talking about the three treasure system, we oftentimes relate it in terms of the candle. Now, the Jing, like I said, is the energetic foundational aspect of our body. That relates to the candle wax. Now, you're not gonna, if the wax is down low, the candle's not gonna burn, you're done. So we don't wanna burn, you've heard the term burning the candle at both ends. We don't wanna burn our energetic systems at both ends. We wanna keep stacking the Jing, okay? So these foundational herbs keep stacking our what's called postnatal Jing. We're born with prenatal and postnatal Jing. It's the postnatal Jing that diminishes over time, especially if we're expelling our energy. So men, when you're often engaged in too much promiscuity, we're expelling too much of that vital life force. We're expelling too much of that Jing energy, and then we're burning the candle at both ends. So Jing relates to the candle wax. That's the foundational part of the body. We're talking about the bones, the sinews, things like that, right? So now Qi is reflective or representative of the actual flame. So when we're talking about the flame, it's the Qi, it's the energy that basically gives life to our bones, right? So when we're working with the three treasure system, we got to have a lot of Qi in order to move the bones. You don't just want to be a sack of bones and be old and frail, you know what I mean? Walking around all lethargic and stuff. It's the people who've got a lot of life force, who've got a lot of Qi within their system. And the Qi relates to this energetic center right here, the middle part, the middle dantian, right? Which is related to the heart. And that's where the cacao comes in, or the hawthorn berry, right? Even reishi mushroom is great for the heart, great for the cardiovascular system. So when we're working with the Qi follows, the blood follows the Qi, right? So it's important to have the Qi, and the Qi is like a flame that gives life to these bones, right? And now the Shen is the actual illumination. So you see I turned off the light, and it gives a greater illumination to this candle. We can see that. Now your Shen is like your countenance. It's up in the higher dantian, right? And so when you see the auric presence like Jesus, Buddha, these Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, you see this auric presence, this glow to them. That is your Shen, that is your spiritual countenance. So within the flame, it's like, how bright is your flame? If you've got a really dim lit flame, you've got a little bit of Qi, and your spiritual countenance is very dim, and you're not shining brightly. But when we shine brightly, it's the people from the outside who can see that. It's very reflective. So it's like, it's not even about you yourself, but it's about others looking onto your flame, and how big is your flame, and how is that flame affecting other people. And when your spiritual countenance is very high, then it's your big ass flame that can help to light and spark other people's flames. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, this is just the three treasure system: Jing, Qi, and Shen. And when we're building these three treasures within our body, it's important to get certain herbs that are going to help foster that. Okay? So again, cacao, you can mix it in with other herbs. It's going to help drive those herbs into the system. It's a heart opener, so it's going to allow us to be heart centered and work through our heart space. The heart chakra, we have the 7 chakra system, right? So we've got 3 down below, 3 up top, and then we've got 1 right here dead center in the middle, and that is the heart chakra. And in fact, it is the heart chakra. The heart is the first thing formulated when we're in utero. So everything stems from the center on out. Okay, so it's very important to work with the heart, and one of my favorite ways to work with the heart is working with cacao. Now, it's not the regular chocolate. We're not talking about Hershey's milk chocolate, none of that bullshit. We're talking about real cacao that comes from cacao beans, right? That are heirloom cacao. Like, a lot of this chocolate out here is whack-ass chocolate, from these hybridized like cacao beans. But when we're talking about real sacred heirloom cacao, that's a whole nother level, right? So get your hands on some ceremonial cacao. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your Uncle T. Just a quick little product spotlight. Tonic Treasures, go ahead and check it out, and you guys will not be disappointed, trust me. So I'm about to make me some brew. enjoy this candle, a little lo-fi vibes, and I'ma holla at y'all.